Hello there, my darling dragon friends. My name is Ariel. I am the Sassy Dragon, and today we are going to be smelling and talking about the beautiful original Mon Paris Eau de Parfum by Yves Saint Laurent. I am so sorry I have not done a review of this one yet. It came out all the way back in 2016. So this fragrance has been around for about 8 years now, which is pretty cool. It's in today's modern perfume world, 8 years is getting into being, you know, a pretty solid success story if it's still around the way things are you know, discontinued. This is a gorgeous scent. I really do love it. And a big reason I'm crazy about it is because I love strawberry fragrances. I really do. Anything that's got some strawberry in it, I'm probably going to give it a try. I just did a review of the new Miss Dior Parfum, and it reminded me of this fragrance. So I said, you know, I really do need to do a review of this one as well, because there are some things about the two of them that just intersect on the notes. So let's get into it. Mon Paris, like I said, was launched in 2016. It was created by 3 perfumers. We have Olivier Cresp, who is a legend of the perfume world. He's done a ton for Yves Saint Laurent, and he is also one of the original perfumers he is the person that created Mugler's original Angel back in the 90s, which to me is just a really cool credit. Harry Fremont, and interesting thing is I was studying Harry Fremont. He was involved in creating CK1, which was a legendary fragrance in the 90s that just about everybody was wearing. Like, if you want to know what the 90s smells like, get a sniff of some CK1, because like everybody was wearing that at some point during that time. And the third perfumer on this is Dora Bagriche. She has also done, worked on all of the Mon Paris for Yves Saint Laurent. So getting down into the notes on this, the top notes are definitely very fruity, guys. And I'm just going to go ahead and spray this. I do love the bottle on this. It is a little bit unwieldy because it is very chunky and heavy, but it's also pretty awesome that it is. You can see how nice and thick the glass on the base of that is. It has this nice little silk black tie around the top. So it's a very classy, very nice, heavy perfume bottle. When that first comes out, it is so, oh my gosh. It's sweet, it's fruity. It almost has just a tiny bit of booziness, like the slightest bit of booziness to the mix. The top notes are strawberry, raspberry, pear, orange, tangerine, Calabrian bergamot, and cologne, which is a chemical compound that gives it an airiness. It gives it sort of like a fresh air scent to it. And I really think they included that because it needs it. This has so much fruit in the top that it could be just really heavy and syrupy if they didn't include a little something that lightened it up a bit. So that definitely gives it a little lightness. I love the strawberry. And the middle notes are very floral. We have peony. To me, the star of the show in the center is the jasmines, because we do have jasmine sambac and Chinese jasmine right in the center. We have datura flower and orange blossom also in the center, but I mostly smell the jasmine in the center of this. The base notes for this are beautiful too. The Indonesian patchouli leaf, regular patchouli, white musk, vanilla ambroxan, moss and cedar. So it has a nice base to it, but I would say it does not get too heavy here. It doesn't. To me, the base is more lightly done. It's definitely there, but it's not heavy. This remains mostly sweet, fruity, floral, little airy. I can see where for some people this could become kind of cloying in spite of the cologne and the airy notes in it. I definitely can see where this could even be headache inducing to some people, because I have had fragrances that have had similar fruit floral combinations that did not work well for me. I think of Marc Jacobs Daisy, which is a fragrance I really like, but on me, I just can't wear it because it does something to my head. It just gets my head going. It becomes a little cloying, unfortunately. This one does not do that to me, so I'm really grateful that it doesn't, but it does get a lot of compliments. It just, oh, it smells so nice. It radiates really well. You don't need a ton of it. I find this to be a pretty moderate to strong projection and longevity. When I compare, I just sprayed the Miss Dior Parfum, which has some similar notes. The Mon Paris is much brighter. It's much fruitier, much more fruit forward because all that fruit is on the top, and it has way, way, way more of the fruit notes. This is sweet, it's fun, it's upbeat, it's definitely kind of like a going out date night, hanging out with the girls too. It's a little bit of all of that. The interesting thing about the combination of like that strawberry jasmine patchouli is there are a few fragrances that do this, and this to me does it really well. I used to have a perfume oil from a niche company called Arcana, and they made this beautiful fragrance that had, you know, the jasmine strawberry patchouli in there, and it had like a rainwater note that did give it that freshness, just like, you know, similar to what the Cologne is trying to do here. Very similar to this vibe, but it was meant to be kind of an aphrodisiac or a love fragrance, because I think that like they had some, you know, old texts or some old recipes from, you know, the old, you know, traditions that, you know, said that this was like a really nice blend for love and romance. So I think there is a little something magic to that blend. I really do. And there is a reason why this perfume was marketed as like a love fragrance. All the pictures, you know, that they did for the ad campaign when this first came out were like, you know, this really attractive couple of models being all romantic and passionate, you know, in areas of Paris, right? They were all, you know, like at the Eiffel Tower, embracing and stuff, and so it really had that, like, they were definitely hyping it up as a love perfume. But there really is something behind that strawberry patchouli jasmine fragrance combination. I don't know how far back it goes. I really would like to dig more into the history of that. But I've heard that, you know, in the past that was like one of the many, you know, traditional kind of aphrodisiac fragrance combinations. So it is really cool for that. And yeah, I would say that this is definitely like, whenever I've sprayed this around guys, you know, if I wear this and go out, I get a lot of guys saying, wow, that smells so good, you know. So it definitely has a little bit of attraction going on with this perfume. So if you're into strawberry like I am and you have not tried this one yet, I definitely recommend it. 8 years and going strong for Yves Saint Laurent. It's made by some great perfumers. Hopefully it doesn't give you a headache. I know, because sometimes those kind of things can, but if it doesn't, this may be a fabulous new going out companion for you. So please do put down in the comments below which Mon Paris you like. I've tried a lot of different ones. They've had a bunch of different flankers. I actually put this one on my table. This was the Intensement version of Mon Paris. It's very, very different. It's very rose and like toffee, vanilla. I love it, but it really is so different from the original. But these are my two favorites. I've tried, you know, the other ones that they've made, and I was never as impressed by any of them as much as the original and by the Intensement flanker. So that's my take on Yves Saint Laurent Mon Paris. Tell me what you think of it, and if there's any fragrances you would like me to review in the future, please don't hesitate to let me know. I may not get to them very quickly, but I do try to remember and make a list of all the comments and all the requests that I get for reviews. So hang in there. I'll probably get to it soon if you have one that you're waiting on. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks for spending time with me, and talk to you later.